Hi everyone, it's Romany Thresher here, your online presence architect and social media enthusiast. I thought I'd raise the topic about networking, or kind of because two comments came up yesterday which I thought was very interesting, because I think we're trying to get to a place where we're kind of helping each other, supporting each other, and also kind of doing business with one another. And one of the comments that came up online was related to, I'm a business owner, and yes, I've now self-promoted myself, but at the same time, I can't really show support to anyone, or I haven't given anyone support by using their business because for many reasons. And I could understand what that person was saying, and so I kind of responded by saying, you know what, I fully understand what you're saying, and I haven't used a lot of people's services purely because I don't need their service, not because I don't want to use it, I just haven't needed it. My thing is that, okay, so I don't need your service, what else can I do? And that's where online becomes such a powerful and wonderful tool, because I can show you my support by the way I engage with you online. So I can start conversations with you, I can post comments on your wall, I can go over to your fan page and engage with you there, I can look at your blog and I can comment on your blog and kind of build that relationship. Now, it's not a one-sided relationship, because what annoys me a lot with a lot of people is, okay, I start that process with you, I start showing you that I want to support you and talk to you, and you don't respond back to me. If I post comments on your wall, you never comment back. Or if, I post something out there, you don't respond on my wall. And how we show support for one another doesn't mean to say I have to use your services right now, but it's about how I engage with you online. So I post comments on your blog, and you post back. That way we start developing a relationship online, an element of trust. So if you want to show support for other businesses, but you're not quite sure how to do that, because you may not need their services, but you can show support by starting that engagement process. Go and share the things that they post on their fan pages, go and comment on their blogs, go and comment on their posts, and just start that conversation, because when you get to know each other, you're more likely to refer that business to someone else. So for example, if say I don't need your service, but because we've been engaging with each other online, and I think you're quite nice, and I think that you're a good person, and because you're engaging with me, I'm more likely to promote you to someone in my network who may need your services. Then the other thing that came up was where people struggle with this face-to-face thing, that we cannot do business with you, I can't promote you because I don't know you, I haven't met you face-to-face. But yet we talk about Vodacom, we talk about Coca-Cola, we talk about this movie, we talk about all sorts of brands out there on the internet that we support. We go comment on their blogs, we go and post things, we share things, we use their services, and then one has to question, well, why are we doing this? Why are we doing business with people we've never met? We say, well, I can't do business with you, or I can't use your services because we haven't met face to face, but we're doing it all the time. Have you met the owner of Coca-Cola? I don't think so. Have you met the owner of Vodafone, or Samsung, iPhone, Apple? But yet we recommend their services. Then we have to ask, why are we doing this? Possibly because of brand credibility. Now, how did these people raise their brand awareness? Now, we kind of have this, I'm going to trust their services. Why? First of all, because a lot of people are using them, and a lot of people have written, said comments or posted comments. The other thing is that before they got to that point, they had to promote themselves. So they used television, they used magazines, they used newspapers, radios, where everywhere you heard, oh, use Samsung, use iPhone, use the Mac, use Vodafone, and they've been sharing their stories and communicating their adverts online. So with an element of self-promotion, and where social media is very different, is because that was a one-way communication stream. However, social media is a two-way communication stream. And so as a small business, what we can do is we can go online and do the same thing. We don't have money for expensive television, we don't have money for expensive magazine articles, etc. But what we can do is use social media as a tool to help raise our brand awareness and create that reputation or that credibility. Now, A lot of people would say, yeah, but I can't trust people online. Let me tell you something. We can tell more about a person online than we do offline. When we meet someone face to face for a short period, we don't really know who they are. We don't really know what they're about. And a lot of people can hide things face to face. But in my experience online, people are a lot more bolder. They tend to say a lot more things because they're hiding behind a screen and they don't realize that they're not in front of a person. So there's a lot of things that they can post that is telltale signs of what type of person they are. And so, for example, if I was wanting to connect with someone, I connect with a stranger, and but I look at their profile. I go visit their website, I'd look at their profile, have a look at their fan page, see how people are engaging with them, what conversations are they starting, is it related to their industry? So, for example, a lot of people connect with me online because I post a lot of industry related things. So people will connect with me related to topics of social media and online, etc., etc. And because I share a lot of my knowledge and tips and information out there, I've gained an element of trust. People trust what I have to say to them because I've always been honest, open. If people have asked a question, I've gone in and answered those questions, and I've connected with various people online. I've not necessarily, and I can tell you now, there's about maybe 3 or 4 people I've met face to face who are my customers, but the rest of them I've never met face to face, but we've done business together for years because we are connected online. We socialize, communicate, and collaborate and work together online. The other side of it is that I've also got people who I've never met either, but because of our engagement online and because they trust what I have to say, they've recommended me to their people in their network, or they've gone and said, oh, Romany can do this because she is that person to go to for this kind of thing. Now, you do that by posting comments on people's walls. You do that by starting conversations. You do this by, on your own fan pages, on your walls, share industry related topics. And you can also post videos, you can post blogs, you can use a number of different tools out there so that you can let people know this is who you are, this is what I'm about, and this is the kind of work I do. Let people get to know you. So if I'm on the other side of the table and I've got a stranger, like for example, I've seen people's profiles where, I watch them for a while. I just don't go and say, well, use so-and-so services. I would first see what you're about, what type of person, what are you posting, what conversations are you engaging, how are you engaging people? And I've seen it where there's people who have conversations and all they can do is fight with other people, or they've got issues and they moan about this and they moan about that service and they blackmail this person online and they do it consistently. Then I have to question, would I actually do business? Would I recommend you to someone in my network? Probably not. So those are really good telltale signs. I had an incident where somebody wanted a job from me, or somebody wanted services, or whatever it was, and whatever they posted online, it was just using, broke up with their girlfriend today and they drank there and the SMS language. And I looked at this and I could think, I can't recommend you. I can't even give you a job in my business because you cannot you do not resonate with my brand, with what I stand for. So again, it comes down to, really, we don't always have to meet that person face to face, because we build that trust by how visible we are, how consistent we are, by what we post out there. I can demonstrate my expertise, and many people have. With any client that I work with, I demonstrate their expertise by showing and posting tips and comments related to their industry. And then, of course, you have the personal side of yourself where you're going to engage in conversations and say, how are you today? Or I'm moving, and we can respond to those comments, or find comments to start on. The rugby's happened and everybody's like, wow, about the rugby, then go and talk about those conversations. So yes, it really is just that easy. So I hope you found this helpful, and see you next time. Bye. I just forgot another thing I want to add. So here I am back again. But I really felt it's very important just to add this to this conversation, is because something that's been happening to me is people will send me an inbox message saying, Romany, this is my event, or this is my product or service, would you mind promoting it to your people out there, to your network? And that really actually annoys me a great deal. I'm sure it upsets a lot of other people as well, because you know what, and I don't mind you doing that, don't get me wrong, but what I do mind is the fact that you've never engaged with me. Yes, you're my friend on Facebook, or you're connected with me on Twitter or somewhere else, but you've not spoken to me, you've never liked my comments, you've not engaged with me anywhere, you've never shown me any support. And I know, I'm kind of making this about me, but it's actually really not. It's about a two-way thing here. So don't just come out the blue and say, "Hi Romany, can you promote my event?" Why should I? I've got plenty of other people to promote. I've got other things to do, and other things, people who actually do engage with me, people that do actually have conversations with me. So I'm just going to put it out there, because honestly I know I'm not the only one who shares this feeling, who shares this view. And I just think if you really want people to help promote your event, or promote your product or service or whatever it is, then start by actually what they saw. The Bible says, what you sow, you reap. Go and sow those seeds. Go show support for other people first. Go post on their blogs, comment on their things. Really start that engagement. All right, well, that is definitely it now. I just really had to add that. So thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.